Atlanta's horizon looks like growth, and more growth. But in the wake of the Civil War, 90% of the city had been destroyed, and it could have been a city that went away. Instead, Atlanta immediately thought of itself as a place that was going to rise again.
That's why the symbol of Atlanta is the phoenix, rising from the ashes and still growing today.
Within the first couple of years, people are making businesses. There's industry. Schools are being founded.
Atlanta provides the financial resources and the commercial activity that people needed.
Atlantans saw themselves in competition with Charlotte, with Birmingham, with Charleston. The city does everything possible to really incentivize commerce. People start flooding into Atlanta, propelling this massive growth in order to leapfrog over these other cities. William Hartsfield, mayor of Atlanta, began to really push financially to make Atlanta a city that's on the vanguard of a growing air industry.
He really did see that the next big thing was going to be air travel.
Delta's original headquarters was in Monroe, Louisiana.
It's probably the only major airline that started as a crop dusting company. Delta was really still a startup regional airline. Atlanta was such a railroad hub. It provided the financial resources and the population. Moving their headquarters to Atlanta was challenging. It got to a point in 1941 where Delta almost wasn't able to meet their payroll. C.E. Woolman didn't take a paycheck quite often, but they were able to secure the financing they needed. Their aircraft fleet grew. The number of employees almost doubled.
Each time you added international routes, you get growth on both sides.
Atlanta becomes an international city.
You can get to 80% of U.S. consumers within a 2-hour flight.
That helped position Atlanta to go after the '96 games.
Because it was the centennial, the obvious city to get it would have been Athens.
When they named Atlanta, there were a lot of celebrations going on. I don't see how it could have easily happened without Atlanta being the airport that it was. We were able to bring the world to Atlanta, but it gave Atlanta the opportunity to reach the rest of the world.
From that point on, Atlanta was on an upward trajectory. We've got 5.8 million people here. 8 million by 2040. If you look at Fortune 500 companies, we have the third largest concentration.
There's tremendous pride in being the busiest airport in the world. And you've got a bustling hub of opportunity.
We're all part of this city, and we take an interest in the city's well-being. That is the Atlanta way.